Good morning and welcome to Milk Mother. I am the Milk Mother. I am currently last week was the first episode and I was lulled into this very foolish sense of security that maybe the baby was just going to sleep because it's so early in the morning. But this morning as I was setting up, she surfaced, and so thanks very much for your patience because I've just been dealing with a nappy situation. And so that naturally means that we actually have an awake baby this morning who's having her breakfast, which is just, it's awesome. It's kind of like the point of this show, and why, for folks who are new here, my wife and I have been sharing our IVF journey and then pregnancy journey and now our parenting journey. And I was wondering, how on earth am I going to keep on making content with a 7.5 week old, which is mind blowing that she's already that old. But yeah, this is the way it's going to be happening for a bit. So doing these weekly check-ins and sharing the ups and downs of how each week is going and stuff that's helping us. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions as we're going along, I know, Louis, you left an awesome question on the community post that I am gonna chat about. Thank you so much for leaving that. And yeah, awesome, beautiful. Yeah, so this was Nina's first week back at work. So that was something. It's so funny, like in the if anyone's hearing any, like, farting sounds, I swear it's not me, it's the baby on my lap, and when I just changed her nappy or diaper, um, the there was no poo, and there wasn't in the middle of the night either, so I'm actually expecting a mother load to come through soon. So, if anyone's hearing any of those noises that are happening right now, it's not me, it's the baby, I swear. Um, yeah, so I was very scared about how the first week, without Nina was gonna go. We were so lucky that she was able to have 5 weeks off of work, and then she has, like, the most amazing, wonderful, managers who offered her a couple of weeks of work that she could do from home. So, it was, for us, like, such a nice way to ease into what this this new chapter of life is gonna look like. Um, but still, like, having a one-year-old do dog and a very young baby is like, whoa, it's pretty full on. So the prospect of that was freaking me out so much. But I feel like, um I feel like we really did a lot very intentionally to prepare for that, because I can get really overwhelmed by stuff. And I was super nervous about, um, like, just how am I going to get food? Like, how am I going to deal with the dog when the dog needs to go out, or when she's being intense? Because, like, 1-year-old golden retrievers are pretty needy. um, and yeah, so I was like, what are we going to do? So I'm going to talk about a few of the really practical things that we did, because I can tend to get overwhelmed by things that maybe not everyone gets overwhelmed by, but I can. And so some of the really practical things. Oh, do you know what? Let's say hello to these sweet folks that are here. Oh yeah, I posed a question in the comments when I woke up at 3 a.m. of, like, what's everyone's favorite thing to eat one-handedly? Because it's when you're breastfeeding, or, like, just when you're carrying a baby around that won't settle unless she's in your arms, then it's really good to know what on earth you can eat. And I've been eating, like, a whole lot of muesli bars, granola bars, and that's a lot of sugar, as it turns out. Not very satisfying when you've had a heap. So, we've had a few great suggestions. Olivia says a burger. That's really good. Um, that's a great suggestion if you could get someone else to make it for you, which I can. I can get that can be an evening thing. What about like the middle of the night snacks? That's what I wanna know about as well. But burgers are very, very good call. Toasted cheese sandwich is also an easy one. Now that's something that I can envision I could potentially make one-handed as well, or quite quickly. Good suggestion. Yeah, sandwiches, great. Yes, my brother's here. Thank you so much for joining us, Dylan. I am breastfeeding right now. Yeah, last week I was like, this is she was sleeping. She slept the whole time. But this week she woke up 5 minutes before I was due to go live. So here we are. Yeah, so actually on food, one of the big things that I think was has been super helpful is like food prep. And that seems like a really simple basic thing. Um but it's huge, like having healthy food ready to go, because a lot of the easy to grab stuff is obviously not necessarily the healthiest options. But having some meals in the fridge just ready to go, ready to grab out and have, that's really helpful. Because Monday, talking about Monday, it was so intense. And I was like, how how does anyone do anything? And what's really interesting is here in Australia, like typically, the person, if you have a partner and them going back to work kind of lines up with, I believe, when you expect the first massive developmental leap from your baby. So like they go from being, I don't know how true or how universal this is, but they might go from being pretty relaxed and very, you know, easy-ish to settle, and our baby was quite easy to settle in those first couple of first few weeks. And yeah, on Monday she was like, if you put me down for 1 second, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. So on Monday, I don't think I definitely didn't shower. I definitely didn't brush my teeth. I definitely didn't get anything done other than feeding the baby, which is my job, like to feed and comfort this little human. Um, so yeah, it's like it's been like I hated it, hated Nina going back to work, but at the same time, I was Louis asked over on, yeah, in a comment on the community post, did you feel empowered after the week was over or just relieved? Well, the week isn't quite over, but my wonderful parents offered to come and be here with us, and I accepted that offer, and I think that was a very, obviously super lucky to have wonderful, supportive parents that are offering such a thing, and in a place to be able to help. And but sometimes accepting that help can be hard to do when you feel like, no, I just have to power through and do everything myself. I have to prove to myself that I have to do this stuff, and it's like, well, yeah, but maybe not yet. But what I did do was give myself 1 day actually, like, actually on my own, and that was Monday. And at the start of Monday, I was like, "This is the world's worst day ever." And by the end, yeah, I actually did feel really empowered, and I was like, "It's awesome and so nice that mum and dad are gonna come because it does for sure make things easier." But I am really glad that I also gave myself one full day of it just being Me and Emily and Poppy. Poppy, the little sweetheart. Yeah, so carrot is a good one-handed no prep snack. Very true. That's good. Yeah. Some veggies in the fridge is always a good option. Hello, Marianne. So nice to see you. And yeah, Marianne says it's so wonderful you accepted the offer. Asking and or accepting the offer is great. Yeah, totally. Actually, Mum had said, "Oh, we're gonna come the following week. So if you don't want us to come," and I was like, "No, no, 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 no." There was a time in my life I would have been like, "Oh, can people hear this baby? She's pretty happy. She's just had some milk." Oh, whoa, look at those lights. What do you have to say? Okay. So, Nina McCann. Did you get to yeah, Nina. I don't know if you were here just before. This is my wonderful wife, by the way, who prepared the beautiful, healthy meals for me. Did you get to eat your quinoa bowl on Monday? I got to eat half of it, and that felt like a pretty massive achievement. The other thing that I did on Monday, and that I think that I will continue doing all of the time, because like it's a long day when she will only settle when she's attached to me. But we also very fortunately have a baby who is happy to be in the pram or the stroller, as I found out last week. The pram is called in some parts of the world. Um, so she really loves being on the move. And so we have been uh, incorporating a lot of walks into our time together. So that is it's I've heard that it's not good to just always be in a pram or in a car or attached to you or whatever, because then they get used to that always being the way. But I'm like, she's a newborn and it's the only option for me, because when she cries and is really upset, my heart hurts. So it's like I don't know. What does everyone think about that? I think I I would have had ideas before I had Emily about like, oh yeah, it's I can see why it would be really important to just like let them get used to having some time in their own. But like she's 7.5 weeks old. She's got like so many years in her future to get used to being alone. My God. Yeah, it doesn't feel good to me. So it's like I'm just gonna do that for now and go for walks every day, and that's really really wonderful, I think, for my own mental health, to get out and go for a walk now that I'm physically capable of doing that. It's really really good. Ah, that's I'd second carrots, but loud chewing can bother babies. Yeah, okay, well we'll see how we go with the loud chewing. I'll try a carrot this week in the middle of the night, and I will get back to everyone. I wonder if the loud carrot could potentially annoy Nina more, who will be sleeping next to me. Poppy says, "Woof, wonderful." Now I saw there was another question up here. Where is it? I think this is a very very beautiful question from Top Gunner. What are your favorite songs to sing in the shower together? I don't know about I like she when we give her a bath, she is so slippery that I am terrified about the prospect of actually having a shower with her. Can people who have had babies in the shower let me know about that? Because it seems like a really full-on prospect to me. Um, oh, yes, very cute. All right, boob swap. Time to swap boobs. Um, yeah, I look forward to the day that I feel less scared of like having a shower with her, because I think that seems like a very cute way to get her clean. But we also haven't given her many baths yet. Um, like yeah, my mum said that when we were babies, it was like a bath every single day. But she didn't have her first bath. I was really, like, quite grossed out by the idea of the umbilical cord getting wet, and then that took, like, a long time to fall off. So, she didn't have her first bath until, like, she was 2.5 weeks old, and that's, like, scandalous prospect in other times of history, but, like, they're not dirty. So, like, she doesn't really do much to get dirty. Obviously, when she poos, that can be a little bit messy, but, like, she doesn't have heaps of baths yet. But yeah, when we do bath her, slippery, so slippery. And it's also really cold here. And that's something that I would love to know from people, some suggestions on what do you do when your baby is screaming in the bath? Like, I want having a bath to be a really nice experience for her and for it to be relaxing and lovely. But it's so bitterly cold at the moment where we live. And yeah, so we are only giving her a bath like a couple of times a week, if that. And it's not super pleasant for her, it doesn't seem. Um, so yeah, love any suggestions on that. That would be awesome. But I can answer where is it? Where's this question? What are your favorite songs to sing in the shower together? What are our favorite songs to sing together? Nina is in the chat. So Nina, you could put some of the names of the songs that I forget. The first song I ever sang to her was I Love You, A Bushel and a Peck, which is got to be one of the greatest, most beautiful songs of all time. That's a very, very good one. There's a lot of made up songs that happen. Um, what else is good? There's a classic, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, that's made its way into the canon. But yeah, what is everyone else's favorite songs to sing to a little baby? Um, does everyone know I Love You, A Bushel and a Peck? Because it's brilliant. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, a barrel and a heap, got me talking in my sleep about you, about you. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. Don't you? Yeah, so that's a very cute song. Oh yeah. You know the Honey Bun Sugar Plum song that has done its rounds on, like, Instagram and TikTok, I think. Um, that is a song that Nina used to always sing to her when she was still in the womb, and that's a song that has continued, which is very, very sweet. Oh, also, Kissy Wissy Woo, that's a absolute ripper. Uh that is one of Nina's brother's friends' bands have sing this song. They are a Scottish punk band, and they have this, like, really beautiful, beautiful song. Um, yeah, maybe we should film a music video or link that video. They've got a video. I'll link it in the thing here because that is the best song that you could possibly sing ever. Marianne says that she used to sing Moon River to her younger one at night after a feed. That's so beautiful. And Marianne, you're a singer. What a lovely thing for what a lovely thing for your children to have beautiful songs and beautiful singing. Um, this baby's starting to get restless, and that's always the cue to end the stream, and it always happens at 20 minutes so far out of all of the 2 live streams we've done. But thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Yeah, I didn't share a thing that has helped us this week because really the thing that has helped us actually is, like, my mum and dad. They've been amazing. Um, but oh, that's so brutal, Marianne. Yeah, but they both told me to stop singing, mum. Oh no. Okay, well, when when you when you meet Emily, you can sing to her. That would be wonderful. That'd be beautiful. All right. Yeah. The people that you have in your life, I think that is the tool or the helpful thing. Um, Meal prep, that's amazing. But the people that you have in your life that can support you, and if you are in a place like I know not everyone has necessarily got loving, supportive people that are accepting of, you know, all of the aspects of us, and we're super lucky to. Oh, baby. We're super lucky to have that. Um, there's people on the internet like me and Nina that you can reach out to if you don't necessarily have a lot of support in your life. And we mean that. We had a really beautiful email from someone this week talking about how much these videos have helped them. And oh baby, I really do need to leave. But like it's so oh baby. It is so great to know that even in some parts of the world, like, it meant so much to me. And I know you guys are probably going to watch this. And yeah, it meant so much to me to know that these videos that are often silly and like whatever, can be really impactful to people around the world. Like that made everything that we're doing just feel totally worth it, that we know that we can support people who maybe don't have quite as much support as we do. So yeah, we feel super grateful, and thank you for joining us. Emily seriously loves the lights. She loves it. Okay, I'm gonna go show this baby something that's not a screen. Love you all. Bye bye.